And we're live, and this is the birthday stream. And welcome. We have no plans. We are doing.
Never started better.
Yeah, this is great. Welcome, Teabag. Welcome, and congrats on being first. Thank you, thank you. It's not actually my birthday, to be fair. It was earlier this week, but we're celebrating it today because this is the only day that I could get off. And yeah, I've wanted to do a whole day kind of stream for a long time, but being a parent and you know, working full time, you know, it's difficult to get the time off to do these things. So we're doing it today. We've got a lot of stuff planned. Whether we get through it all, I have no idea. I already had a few technical issues to start with, so like I wasn't sure whether my camera was working. My seat seems to have sunk because I feel like I'm really short all of a sudden. If I do this, it looks slightly awkward. Okay, we're there now, I think. Okay, this is kind of the height I should be, yeah? Okay. But thank you, yes, happy birthday to me. Hopefully we can do things. Now, I am not sure how well this is gonna work, but we'll see. We'll see, right? So, what I want to do, because I'm going to be playing a lot of different games to what I'm used to, I'm going to be sharing the entire display rather than just like one window. So I need to make sure this works before I kind of like continue. So if I move that over there for a moment. Yeah, put this here. So, and later on I will do like a behind the scenes so you can actually see what it is that I use to kind of do all this craziness. Yeah, that's the plan, at least. I think that's the one. Oops, wrong thing. I didn't mean to do that.
I'm here for it. Haha.
Whoops, I accidentally turned off everything. Sorry. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, he says. Okay. I do this, and then so this is all live that we're kind of like doing like crazy kind of like stuff. That's the one I want. Right there. Okay. Yeah. So now you can see like my actual monitor. So this is what we've got. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna just. So because of how long this stream is going to be, I'm going to turn off the recording, which I feel like...
I was tripping this morning, lol, I was...
Okay, so I accidentally turned off the stream. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this.
Difficulties.
I meant to just stop the recording, that's what I wanted. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Never mind, eh? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Come back, lol.
I came back. Oh my god. I came back. You might need to refresh the window to see stream again. I have like weird noise effects in the background because like I have like a load of stuff that I do when I turn off the stream, and it's now going to activate everything, and you're going to be like, what is he doing? Why do we have Batman playing in the background? Oh my god.
Everything burned.
Oh god, let's just let it go through. It's fully automated craziness. Okay. We're here now. We're here. We're back. We're back, I think. Yeah. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Right. So, yeah. So, my plan for today. I'm gonna Can we shift this around a little bit? Yes. Let's do that. So if I do that, hopefully, yeah, and then I can do this as well. So I use two monitors. I'm sure I've said this before. I use two monitors so that I can kind of like see what I'm doing. So now you can actually see. So the thing is, like, I know that I post this up on socials, and like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I automate a lot of stuff. So This is Mastodon, which is sort of like an open source competitor to Twitter. It's not huge, I admit, but it's the platform. It's my preferred platform to like share stuff on, mainly because if if you're not on Mastodon, I can just send you a link to like the post and you can see it. You don't need to be part of the system, part of the platform to see the stuff on it. So there's that. There's no ads. If there are any ads, it's people purely putting a post up as an ad. So I'm not trying to sell this to people. I'm just saying like this is why I use it. But the thing is that I automate all this, so I post to here, and then my automation will cross post it to like various other platforms, whether that's Facebook, Twitter, whatever, right? So that's what I do. But yeah, so the thing is like it even posts to my Discord server if you're on that. So, but the thing is like most people will have seen this bit, but you might not have seen.
Bot reminder black right arrow type. Help for list of chat
You might not have seen this bit, right? This is the thing. Okay. Oh boy. I'm hoping people will come back. It's I'll just refresh my screen. There we go. Yeah, now I can see the people. Yes, because the Twitch does this thing where like it doesn't show you the true number of viewers at any time. It kind of just like takes a snapshot every so often, and it looked like I had none. Not even me. I was a bit worried there, but yeah. So this page you might not have seen if you weren't viewing it on Mastodon. So yeah, that's that way even. I'm gonna do like the weather presenter thing that way. Yeah, that's what we're doing today, right? We're going to be going behind the scenes, looking at the workflow, which we're kind of discussing right now. We're going to do a few off-theme games, so not horror, just like stuff, right? And the theme is automation, right? Because we just talked about like the fact that I automate a bunch of stuff, and some of the games that we're going to be playing are automation-based games, right? So Factorio, Autonaut Shapes. We will play a few cozy games as well. I've got Stardew Valley somewhere, and there's probably a few others that I have. Yeah. And then we will experiment with some channel features that are Twitch has got. I have not even turned them on, but yeah, we can put those on and do something with it. One of the things that I'm hoping to do today, and I'm not sure how well it's going to go, is I want to use audience participation. Yeah, audience participation, and we're going to record a channel trailer. We'll see whether it works, right? We'll see how well that works. I have no idea. It's not planned. It's completely unscripted. It's going to be wild, right? Which is kind of like how my channel is anyway. Yeah. So that's the whole thing for today. That's what we're doing. Enough of me selling myself and what we're going to do. This isn't a presentation. This isn't a PowerPoint kind of a formal kind of introduction to the new process that we're doing. This is just me doing my thing. Let's shut that off. Okay, so you've got my Spotify there. Put that away. So this is my camera controls, right? Oops. What have I done there? Right. So yeah, so this from here I can control my camera. So I normally have this on my monitor on the other side. But yeah, so I can kind of like, I don't know, compress like. So I've got a default like thing. So this is only for like one of the cameras. The other camera is just like a fixed camera that does its own thing. But this one is the one that I can control. So I can kind of. Can I do this already? Can I? I don't think it will let me because it's on AI tracking. But if I do this one, right, so it will immediately zoom in, so you can see that there. Put that back. We've got a few other kind of presets here. So I've got like I've called it chesticles. Because like, you know, it kind of okay, and I completely disappear, but like if it was a bit more active, it would focus on my chest. I don't know whether that's appropriate for Twitch, but like, you know, it's good that it disappeared in that case. But it's good for showing off outfits. As you can see, I'm not really wearing an outfit today. I haven't got makeup on. I've just kind of gone with like what I would do in the morning. So I have put moisturizer on. Later today, we will be doing a get ready with me where I guess I'm getting ready for the evening stream. Yeah, so Phasmophobia. So if you're lucky and stick around for that, you'll you'll see me get to actually put all the makeup on. I've roped my daughter in to be my cameraman for that, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. And then yeah, it's all good. It's all good, right? It's going to be fine. So there's that. I'll put that away. I think I've got a hands thing here, which I think focuses on the keyboard, but I think it's really not great. And with this kind of like setup, it might just turn it invisible anyway. Yeah, it disappears entirely. Oh well. It does a thing. It does a thing, but it's this is how you do it. But if I turn this off for a moment, the AI tracking, you can see that I can try to pan around. Yeah, you can see which is kind of funny, right? Put that back. There we go. Right. So that's some of that. What else do we have? We have this thing. Okay, let's put this down. So this is known as SpeakerBot. This is my text to speech, right? This is the thing that I use for text to speech. I can't show you all the stuff on here because like it might show account information. But we have basically it kind of like says things, right? That's what it does. It does like a whole kind of processing thing. I have somewhere in here speech engines. So like there's various different speech engines that you can use. So the one that I use mostly for anything that like people type into chat is yeah, I am still streaming, right? Oh god, what happened there? No, it's okay. We're good. We're good. Just making sure. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. So the one that I use mostly is like the standard kind of Microsoft speech thing. So it's I forget where it is called, but it's one of them basically. And then I have a bunch of other ones set up, so like I can use. So you heard the Witch one a lot, which is from ITTS Monster, which is also a free speech thing. But the thing is, like a lot of the free speech engines exist on basis that you earn like free credits each month. If you go over that, then you have to start paying. I'm only a smallish channel, so the number of people who are talking on my channel don't mean that I will generally not go over that limit. There have been occasions. And I do need to make sure every so often, like it's still the same number and stuff, because, like, you know, whenever you get a freebie, they change their terms and conditions whenever they feel like. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, it's a thing. So that's what happens there. We can try, for example, but the way this works is that basically you set this up. And then in another program that we use, right? I think, in fact, somewhere around here, I think it just basically says like this. There's a particular one that to use for things. I need to not go there because the replacement bit is like is my way of like censoring stuff. So like any bad words get censored and don't get said, and yeah, we can't have them on screen, I guess. What is that? Yeah, here. So basically, it says like, look, I've said it here. Like you say everything, and then like I think somewhere I've got it set so that it will always use like, you know, always use this particular speech thing. I can actually set it for where is it? Yeah, so for users, I can actually say always use this particular person, like this particular thing. So this is just the people who are like online at the moment. So it will. One of the things that I do sometimes is like when it's when your name is a particular way that it should be pronounced, then I will try and like make it so that it pronounces it that way. Yeah. So you know, so in Teabag's case, because Teabag 90, I think like the 9 is supposed to be pronounced as an E, really, because of like leet speech and whatnot. So teabag EO, right? So like that's what we've made it do. Yeah. Simples. Okay. Okay. Uh where are we going with this now? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to keep that going because I need to keep that going. Where else can we go? We can go to this thing. So this is Streamerbot. This is the brains of the operation, right? This does everything. It does everything for me, right? It's like I have hundreds of commands in here that are running constantly during a stream that do all sorts of crazy things the whole way through it. Right, yeah. So if you're wondering like how I get things to appear on my screen, if you're wondering how, oh, like this particular emoji, when you press it, like what does it do? This, it's all happening in here. I'm not going to explain StreamerBot because it is a programming kind of thing in itself. But let's see if we can find something really simple to just talk about. So yeah, actually, let's talk about this one. So like, I've got like a set of like starting stream actions. So every time I start the stream, this program will kick in and do things. Right? It will do things. It sets the initial kind of scene so that I don't accidentally start the stream with my camera up. It sets like a load of chat commands to be available or not available. It changes like it defaults all like the various kind of like variables in the background to like their default values. The variables are like containers of like information, and they're usually like numbers or like true false kind of like information. Like a particular status might be false to know that it's not happening, or the status must be true when it is happening, right? And it just like sets that to so I've got like a rage mode thingy that activates at times, and I set it to false to say like no, it's off at the start of the stream, right? And as users, viewers, you can, as Jive Bunnies, you can activate it. I think you have to be a sub in order to activate it, but like yeah, if you use like the rage emoji that I have, then yeah, that kicks it starts to like, you know, make the screen like glow red and stuff. And I think like the way that I've made it work is like the more people use it like in a short sequence, the longer that lasts. Yeah. So yeah, that's just an example. And there's a bunch of other things where we have like all the dates and stuff getting set up. Yeah, so we've got like we've got an uptime, a stream uptime, if that makes sense, like in the top somewhere, so you can probably see it. It's way up in the corner. It's just like counting. It's just like, you know, saying like how long we've been going for. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And that's you might be thinking like, hey, he does that, but why is that useful? It's not useful maybe for the viewer. It may be useful for me. Okay, it may be useful for me because like, when I go back and try and clip stuff, I use the timer to work out exactly when stuff happened, when it didn't happen, and I can do that quite quickly. And then I can also mix and match stuff. It's good for I'm not a producer, but like I figure like when you blend like video clips together, you can kind of like do some fun stuff with that, where like it's suddenly, why is the timer lined up? It's like it never, he's just changed clothes. We can do stuff like that, right? It'll be great. It'll be great. We'll see. Yeah, so there's this. I even have a thing which automatically sets my Twitch category depending on what game we play. So you can see like we've got like ones for Repo, Phasmo, Resident Evil, Baldur's Gate. If I knew a way of just doing it like seamlessly for every game that I own, then that'd be great. But like I have to do one kind of command thing for each of them. It's nuts. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna keep that minimized there for now. Right. What should we do? We'll play a game. We'll play a game. Let's get Factorio running. So it's been a while since I played this. But it is a factory game, right? So that's what we're doing. I'm going to update my stream just so that we know that we are playing Factorio. Actually, what I might do is I might grab myself a drink because I don't have one and I'm going to need one because I'm going to be talking a lot today. And yeah, it's going to be a bit weird otherwise if I don't have that. So I'm going to go AFK for just a moment, and I'll be right back.
We've run out of ammo, but everything is gonna be just fine. Can we roll it? Can we hold it? Can we drink it, chop it up and smoke it? Can we peel it? Can we pop it? Cause we don't like feeling these emotions. Can we try it? Can we find it? Can we please be kind and just rewind it? This is real life, these are real times, and we're always wanting to escape them. Put down that vice, they're all nice. Let's have a conversation. Cause you are one of my favorite songs. It always ends the same way for you. And those demons are chasing. Can we face them? Can we roll it? Can we hold it? Can we drink it?
Okay, I have returned. There's going to be a lot of noise, I think, from like the mix of music that's happening. So we might fix that in a moment. But patch notes, apparently. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the music in game. So we'll have the background music.
Said, yay.
Oh.
He's back.
Confirm that. Hopefully, we're okay. Oh no, did you miss out on a load of stuff, Teabag? I'm back. Oh gosh, it's been a while since. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, we talked through a load of stuff. Don't worry, we'll keep it as a highlight or something. Maybe that'll be the best thing to do. My speakers are dying. Why are my speakers dying?
Minutes.
That's annoying as heck.
But we here all day.
But we are here all day, yeah. So we can do we can repeat stuff. It's not a problem. It's okay. So this is Factorio. I actually have the expansion to this, so I have like the space age. I really love this game, and I played a lot with like friends on this. So yeah, we might do this. You know what? I'm gonna have a problem because my sound is actually dying on me. Why is it dying so much? I'm gonna take this off. Oh, I think the issue is that USB cable is. I think that USB socket is like dying on me, which is why I can't hear things at times. So what we'll do to make up for that fact is we will switch to these things. Put some, oh gosh, cables. You can't see it, but like on the camera just at the moment because it's using like a green screen kind of. An AI version of the green screen, so you know where it kind of like just picks up what person and says like that's the only thing you get to see. This is so tied up. Wait, stop! Don't go nowhere. Okay, right. Okay, we have in-ear kind of like.
I'm here,
that we
Bros.
can use.
If I go quiet, it's because I'm working in Tiege background. LOL, but still here.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, you're doing work, so you know you do that. Don't get in trouble. Yeah, that's my rule of thumb. That's the wrong way around. Absolutely. Well, it's a Friday. You should be entertained, right? Really, I should have got myself some cake for this stream, but you know what I'm going to do? I was going to blue. I actually told a couple of colleagues this on yesterday that I would. Why does this not feel like it's fitting? Fun times with earpieces. They don't fit. Did my ear holes get smaller? What's the
LOL.
problem?
It's good
Oh
TV.
gosh. Nothing but problems, right? I'm gonna have to just work with it, I guess. Let's just change the speaker system over to these, and then I will be happy. I think it's this. Well, it works. I might need to turn it down a bit because it's like it's very loud on these. Because there we go. But that's fine. I think I need to do that for me and not for you, which is great. Okay. So yeah, Factorio. So it's a factory building system, or factory building game. Like Minecraft and others before it, I guess. There is like enemies on the map, right? And these bug things that you see, right? These are the enemies, and as you build, you produce pollution, and pollution will aggro the local fauna, if you like, and they'll attack, right? Now, some of these screenshots are from very late game, right? We're gonna try this. I haven't played in a long time, but we're gonna go ahead and just do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do a single player, and I'm gonna do a new game. We'll start from the beginning because I haven't done this in a while. I'm just gonna use the basic kind of like things. Yeah, so it generates a new map every time we play. So there's a lot of randomization in it. This is my character down here. A little bit of a cutscene going on. I'm just going to skip a lot of the things in terms of like what we do. What we need to do though is harvest some of the stuff. He says. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we can kind of like pick up things. These will be useful. If I go into, is it here? No, that's map. There was a. This is where like I don't know all the buttons anymore. Controls. Where is it? There should be like an inventory thing. Have I? Oh, I missed it. Drop item. Shoot, enter, leave vehicle, zoom in and zoom out. All the things, except where is inventory? No, that's just tips and tricks. No, 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 no. Oh, there we go. If I press that, that gives me. Oh, E. That's how I do it. Okay, fine. Right, we're gonna grab some trees because we're gonna use this as fuel to start with. And what is nice is that you can zoom out like a lot, right? And over here we can see there's some copper and iron ore, like on the ground. So we're going to be mining this. We also need to find some coal somewhere as well. I'm looking on the map. Oh, there is a coal deposit just here as well, so that's not so bad. Okie dokie. Yeah. So I'm just catching up on the chat because apparently I missed some of this. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, haha. Yeah, man. Lol, about 30 minutes, but here all day. Yeah, I am very sorry that I kind of like went dark for 30 minutes. I thought that I thought that I was back online, but apparently I wasn't for 30 minutes, which is sad. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we'll just we'll have to just skip the fact that that happened. It should be part of like the Twitch VOD afterwards, so if it's not, we'll fix it. I'm here, bros. If I go quiet, it's all because I'm working in the background, lol, but still here. You're my entertainment for this workday. I'm glad. I like, at the end of the day, I might not be working, But that doesn't mean that you like others aren't working. And I understand, like, you know, people have to make money. You have to bring back the home, the dough to the home, and all of that. We all do it. If I could, I would stream all day, all the time, and, you know, enjoy my life and make money that way. But I don't think I can. I don't have that quite that level of of support yet. But you know, I'm happy to entertain people. It's, you know, this is what I want to do on my day. I enjoy streaming, so, you know, this is a bonus for me that I'm also helping other people have fun too. And this is my opportunity to do things that I don't normally do. So, you know, it's great, and I'm glad that I am entertainment. Yeah, I'm good TV. That's it. Yeah, thank you. So, let's do some stuff. So, what we want to do? Let's go here. So this is my inventory over here. No, this is not my inventory. This is my inventory over here, and these are the things I can make. So this is like kind of your Minecraft kind of like crafting kind of thing. Whenever it's like this, you can see like it's you know, you can't actually make it because you're missing certain things. So we're gonna have to get some of these things together first. So what we'll do is, because we want to automate as much as we can, right? That's the aim of the game. We're going to put this thing down. And I'm going to put that like here. Okay. And then in this, I'm going to put some wood. Let's take some of that wood out. And I think in here somewhere, do we have it? Yeah, we can make a box. So we'll make a box. Take the box. Put the box here. And then, like, as it produces stuff, it's going to put it in there. I'm going to press Alt so you can actually see, like, there's like a mode where it shows you like what is in containers, which is very helpful, right? Whilst it's doing that, we're going to make another one, right? So we're going to get some more iron.
Bob said, "Hey Gideon, is it break time soon?"
I didn't realize that we were already needing a break, but yeah, fair enough. I'm going to let the bot do that. So yeah, that's fine. We're going to have to smelt some of this iron ore that we've got into what do you call it? Into iron plates, right? Do I have got a furnace, so I can put that down. We'll put this down here. Put the iron ore in. And I only need some fuel. I'm going to use the coal for this. So we're going to just take this coal out. Put it in here. Okay, and then it smells away. You can actually see it like do its thing. It's satisfying, right? And then as it does it, it turns into iron plates, which we can pick up. We can take those with us, and now we have more. So we've exhausted the pile there, which is fine. Understand that. What I want to do though is I want to make my life easier, and I don't want to have to kind of like keep doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make enough iron to make a second burner mining drill. Okay, so we need to do that. I'm going to grab these out of here. In here. Put this in here. And we're going to mine up some more stuff. You also have to find stone. I'm not sure, but I think you need 2 iron ore for every 1 plate. It might not be that bad, but we'll see. I don't know, it's only 1. Okay, that's fine. Let's zoom out from it and find some stone. There's some stone over there. I'm using the map to kind of like see the stuff, so it's over this side. I'm working on a railroad. Rail systems in this game are quite fun when you get to that stage. I'm just going to grab like about 10 of these things. And then run back over here. Take all this plate out. Go here. That. Let's take this coal out as well, because we're going to need that maybe in a moment. Oops. Pressing the wrong buttons. Not used to them. Building one of those. And what we'll do is we're going to pick up this box, because we don't want that box there anymore. We want to take this out. Put this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make them feed each other. If I just put like a little bit in there. What will happen is, because they're feeding into each other now, right? So it's picking up it's drilling coal and then putting it into this one, and then that's picking up using the coal as fuel, and then starts drilling and picking up coal and putting it into this one, which of course is now going to use that to drill and pick up some coal and put it into this one, which will, you know, and you get it, right? So they're just feeding each other to kind of give you infinite coal. But the thing is, if I hover over this stuff, I don't know whether, can you see that? Yeah, so every space in this coal kind of like patch has an amount, and that's the amount of coal that you can drill out of it. Once it's exhausted, it's exhausted. There's no, it's a finite coal field. The map is actually infinite from what I understand. It's just restricted by your computer and what you have going on. But it's very efficient, so it's like Minecraft. It doesn't load the entire map in one go, so you can kind of like work with what it has. Most systems will be fine before you run out of kind of like computational kind of like restraints. It will you'll die of old age, I think. That's at least that's the selling point of this game. It's like you could just go forever if you wanted to. You want to have a giant factory, you go for it. You want a giant factory, you go for it. You want a giant factory, go for it. You want one to rival the universe's space and time, yes, go for it. Your computer might slow down after a while though. Right, so it's doing all of that. We're gonna make one of these again, but for this, right? So we need more stone, I think, for this. Or do we? No, we don't. We need to have enough iron plates, though, for sure. We'll need more stone to build the furnaces, but that's a different matter. Yeah. Put that there. Let's put this coal in here. So this is all that 20 coal that we just put in. It was like the stuff that we generated from the start. But if we now look at this now, from one coal we've already got to 30, and that's on this side. On the other side is going to be about 30 as well. So, you know, it's efficient. Okay, take that out, put that here. We're going to make another one of these. Put that down. I'll just put that this way. What I'll do, I'll put that here. I'm going to grab this. Like there. Right. So the idea is that, like, as I fill this, take that, I'm going to take out that. Make sure this has that on as well. Right. So like this will drill and then feed it into the furnace. The furnace I will have to manually put the fuel in, but that's okay. That's okay for now. But we can automate this. There is a burner inserter, so we can take that. The only issue with some of this stuff is that you can't. I'm going to put this into my. So now I can have it on my toolbar. I'm going to take that and put that there. So this arm, robotic arm. So gotta go with science fiction for a bit. Even though this thing is working off fossil fuel, it has like enough it gets enough computational power from that to know to pick up something from one side and deposit it on the other side. I don't think that you can do that in real life with like power constraints, but like yeah, it seems far-fetched for me, but like they managed to do it in this game. Right. What now? You want to make this more efficient again, right? We want to build stuff. I think what we want to do is build these things. Conveyor belts, transport belts. We need... That's what are we doing here? That seems wrong. We want to bend that. But that... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's put that here for that. Put that there. So now, it's going to do that. These are now full. Yeah, they've got to 50. They can't hold anymore. Need more of these though. Nope. Need more of these. Oh, so okay, so that's why I wanted to do that. Okay, yeah, it makes sense now. Okay. So that's feeding this, and then this is and then we're okay. Then we can take all of that out to give us all the fuel, the iron plates that we wanted. Right, and now we can make more stuff. We can make a conveyor belt. Okay, so the conveyor belt I want to use just to like fill this with fuel whenever I need to. So we'll make some of those. Just need the one for now, but that's good enough. I'll put that there. So I can do research. Apparently, I've already learned how to do steam power. So that's great. Let's see what can we do next. So the thing is, like, you have to just like build things in order to kind of like do the next kind of stage. I think like this just automatically happens that we start making this one once get to a certain point. Yeah. So once I've crafted like 10 of these things, then it will research this, and then I can make new items basically. I want to build 2 of these. Put that there and put that there. So now I'm also fueling that automatically. So almost everything is automatic now, right? Nice and healthy. We could just wait, but now you can. I'm showing you the map. Yeah, you see how there's a red zone now. This is the extent of pollution that I've produced. Okay, we want to worry about these red dots because that's where like those bug hives are, and once the pollution reaches there, they will be aggroed and will start attacking. So we will have to build up some kind of defenses for those. Hopefully, it's not too bad. I feel like I bit my tongue in the night because my one side of my tongue really hurts. Yeah, it's not I'm not happy with that. You can see that this is popping out because of like how big the bud is, and I don't seem to have like the replacement buds, which is a bit annoying. Because these are really good. These were really good, and I think I might have replaced them without thinking, like about the sizes and stuff. And it's like, oh god. Annoyance. You know what I could do? I could probably try and use the other thing. Although that doesn't work very well either. trying to think what I need to do next. I guess I have to harvest these things, so let's do that. And the most efficient way of doing that is using one of these things. Although now we have these new things, don't we? We have the offshore pumps, the steam engines. Maybe we can produce like electricity? That would be an idea. Could we do that? Yeah, let's do that. There is a body of water not far, so we could do it. Get some iron out of these things. So, this is water, right? Okay, so what do we need in order to make this work? So if we pump this, right? How this works is that you have to put it on the edge of the water so that it pumps water out. Let's put it here. And then this is where like some stuff is going to be difficult to do. We're going to need a lot more. We're going to need a lot more iron. Okay. And stone, it seems, as well. Okay, so let's work on that. Although we do have a lot more iron all of a sudden. Yeah, so we can have a steam engine there, or we need to have a boiling thing. We need to have a boiler. So the idea is with the steam engines is that you have to boil the water. Makes sense, right? You need steam in order to function it. You're boiling the water into turning it into steam, and then putting the steam into the steam engine, and the steam engine will then run and generate electricity. You then use that electricity to power things, right? This is going to be our basic kind of industrial revolution right now. Or is it the industrial revolution? It's more like the electrical revolution, because we're generating like steam electricity, right? That said, we haven't got any of the things that we need for electricity, so maybe we don't need to do that just yet. What we could do, though, is, because, you know, enemies are abound, let's, yeah, make some armor for ourselves. I'm gonna craft some ammo, just in case we need it. Yeah, just in case. So let's get back to here, and we're gonna craft, like, we're gonna build the things that we need in order to extract the copper. I think that's probably a better idea. We're gonna need more stone. What we should probably do is have a way of, like, actually just drilling out the stone so that we don't have to, like, do this ourselves. That's all I need, but that's okay. I keep pressing tab, expecting that to be the inventory. It's not. Different game, right? Go here, make that. Put that there. So I can just select it easily. Around. The box next to it. We need coal. There should be some valuable, right? Yeah. Just put all the coal in there, and then that should give us some copper. And then we're gonna need another one of these furnaces, so we're gonna need some more coal, stone for that. That. take this box out and put that in there. Gonna need some more coal for this, but we can take some out of here. There. Now we're refining the copper. Good stuff. Okay. Let's take all of this iron plate out. Oh, gotta hydrate. We research technology electronics. Yeah, doing the thing now. Okay, so we now have like the ability to make electronic stuff. The main thing is there's going to be this lab. I don't know why they didn't call it a laboratory, but it's a lab. Yeah, it's where we do our research, and we will have to. So they kind of like. The research in this game is modeled by you making a particular ingredient. So at the start you have to make like a circuit, and then you have to make a lab, and then after that you have to start making research flasks. And they come in various different colors, and each color represents like a different level. And generally the idea is that even though you can now make like the higher tier ones, so like green, blue, whatever, you still have to produce the lower tier ones as well in order to do the research, which is like a way of like making sure that you are more efficient with like the lower tier ones. You can't just like, oh, I'm just producing the same amount. No, you got to rebuild things or reconfigure things to be more efficient, take advantage of the new technologies that you have in order to produce the amount that you need for the next kind of like tier. So yeah, I think we now need to do this. We need to build a lab. So let's figure out how we build a lab. The lab requires us to make 10 electronic circuits. And then actually craft the thing. So electronic circuits, how do we make electronic circuits? You need the copper thing. Can we automate this in any way? No, we cannot automate it. Thinking if there's anything else that we can do with this stuff. There's not a lot. It's just you just need it to build that lab is what you got to do. So you also have to do that. So we're just gonna have to make a lot of copper plates. Let's take that out. Somehow I forgot to put that in. So let's put that in. And we're also gonna smelt the iron ore that I have. I think later on we might actually want to have some iron ore on hand for stuff. Okay. So funnily enough, I don't have a cake for my birthday today, which is a bit sad, I know. What we do have though is fun. We can try and sing happy birthday to me if you really want via chat. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how well Taste of Speech does with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's annoying. So can you see like it's just literally just popping out my ears? You know what I might do? I want to pause just there for a moment. Let's see if I can get these other headsets to work. If I can't get it to work with this, then it's a thing, right? Ugh. Okay. These cushions have gotten a bit filthy. This is what happens when you wear makeup. Is like the foundation can spread to them.
said, "Happy birthday day to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to German. Happy birthday to you."
Thank you, Teabag.
Birthday cake.
No, hang on. I'm gonna just tab out for a moment. See if we can get this working. So if I move this to... Where are you? Yeah, this doesn't seem to have even registered itself. Have I just unplugged it? No, that's not even the right cable. Where is this cable then? Okay, so that's the one. Okay. Okay, works. A little bit at least. We can do some fun stuff with this headset though, because it has like got the ability to do lights, so we can turn that on. Ooh, lights! Right? I don't know whether you can even see that. It's hard to see. Uh, why can I hear myself? I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself? That's weird. Uh, uh, hmm. What is going on? I wasn't able to hear myself for a moment again. Now I can. What?
Lol.
I'm going to get feedback. And now it's broken entirely. It's like, what is going on? I don't understand anymore. This stream today is just like full of like problems. Oh, I can't do that. So this is what happens when your USB socket starts to break down on you. It's like, oh no. What else can I do to make this work? It's just going to be frustrating, is what's going to happen, because like I can try using these things, but they keep popping out of my ears because the rubber bits on them are a little bit too big for my ear, and I don't seem to have like the replacement for them. Yeah. Now I can't hear myself at all. I don't think I can hear the game. Yeah, I don't even hear the game. Um, Great stuff. It's all kicking off today. Oh god. Okay, I think we're back. Let's try. Nope, it immediately kicked it. It's like what? Why? Why is it like this? Oh dear. Hang on. See if there's another thing that I'm missing. I think I need to run this. Is what the issue is? Can't find device. Okay, no, that's really not helpful. Oh, okay. Right. The issue is like it just needs to be in a USB socket that can contain like hold all the power for it, and I don't think there is one. I don't have enough USB sockets. Ah. No, 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 no. Come on. Okay. There has to be some kind of way that I can manipulate this to make it work. Do I just put the Kraken one? The Kraken ones aren't going to work. So many different things. For some reason. Maybe just like a different one on the USB hub will work. I don't know. I'm clutching at straws now. Honestly, it feels like I don't know what what will work, what won't work. Did that do anything? I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Or maybe. It's a bit crackly, it's the only thing. Then it doesn't seem to work. Like, what? Yeah, it's already disconnected it for some reason. It's like, what? I swear. I don't know why this breaks all the time. Okay, so the music's still playing, but like I can't hear it. You might be able to hear it. I can't hear it. Why? Okay, no, that's 3G. No, that's the wrong thing. That is the wrong thing.
Can't hear it.
The 3G version generally means that you're using wireless, and I'm not using wireless. It's just being a silly bugger. But we could try and use it via wireless. Maybe we can do that. Maybe that's the answer. Is use a wireless connection because we have got Bluetooth. That might work. Who knows? Have to turn this on though, right? Do that, and then how do I do this? I need to make sure that it's actually connected. This is where like I might be revealing stuff that I shouldn't do. So I'm gonna have to just like turn off the display sharing for a moment. Bear with me. Uh, fun times. Okay. Uh, so I should still be here, he says. But apparently, I mean, you can hear me, but you
You're
can't
doing
see me for
great,
some
bro.
reason. And that's because,
Lol.
what did I do? Oh, what is going on? Oh, I know why. Okay, I know why. I do that. Then no. Why? What is going on? What happened? What have I done? Oh. I can do that, but now I can't. Why can't you see me? What happened? What happened to my thing? There. Um, you'd be able to see it. Why can't you see it? There's a camera. There's a secondary camera. The secondary camera's right there. Right. So that's working. Gives.
Oops said, hey, I was watching that.
Okay, hold on a moment. Let me just. I'm gonna fix this. I am gonna fix this. I am. I promise. Why does it not want to do it? I promised chaos. I'm bringing chaos. Also, hi, Tita Bambina Boops. I'm sorry. It's all going horribly wrong right now. The cameras are on. Why is it not showing them though? Hang on. Hang on, what have I done? I've clearly done something which I just didn't mean to do. And I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? Not that.
It's not about me today, it's your day. Love, happy birthday, Jirdan. Love.
I've made this as complicated as I possibly could. That's the issue. Is it secondary bit itself that's wrong? Reveal. Yeah. I think it's the lobby. But why?
Why is there an alpaca playing Rust?
I don't know. What's happening? Oh God, what's wrong with this thing? Okay, let's turn off the studio mode. Because the thing is, it works suddenly, and then it suddenly stops.
Said,
And I'm like, why?
Emojis, love.
I'm okay. Maybe I was okay, and then it all went wrong. Okay, I'm gonna save this
What are you
game
trying to
because I don't
do?
know what's happening right now. But I don't like lose it. Okay, and then exit that. See if we can get this just to work, just generally somehow, because you know. Oh boy, what is going on with this? Hello, hello. Huh. It doesn't even feel like the microphone's working properly now. Why is that the case? Is that better? Okay, okay now. Okay, there we go. We've got. I've got the microphone doing the thing that it's supposed to do. I can hear me. Okay, but now how do we get the camera back? That's the issue. Um, maybe you can see me now. I don't know. Okay, do that. Okay, so that's just that. Oh,
Yes, can see.
okay, and then I turn that off, and then that works, and then we do that. Why did it turn it off? I don't know why it turned it off. Okay, okay, and then right, does that, and then we're back. Okay, that works. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Welcome back to me, I guess.
Everything is back, Steve.
Everything is back except the game. We were playing the game. We were playing the game. Let's play the game. Right. The only thing we need to do is make sure you can actually see the game again. So I'm going to do that very quickly. Hopefully this doesn't break everything. Yeah, you can see the game, right? Cool. And then as soon as I do that, it broke it. Okay.
Yes.
Do that. And then we're back. Okay. I'm back. Okay, we're back. We're gonna get there. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? Oh my god.
Teabagio said, yai.
I'm having the best time today. Okay. I'll put that there and put that there, put that there so I can actually kind of see the stream and we can continue with what we were doing. Okay, so we can load this in. Okay. Very basic stuff still. By the way, thank you for joining us, Dita. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My day's been great, except for like a few technical issues, but we're back. We're okay. We're doing the things. We're doing the things. What should we do next? We have the copper going. We need to build the we were doing the we have to craft ourselves a laboratory. We can do that just now. We have enough stuff to do it.
Oops said, slow sipping coffees.
Oh yes. I'm actually on water at the moment, but I probably need to get myself a coffee. Oh. Great stuff. Oh yes. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, before we continue though, because I know that like okay, let's do a quick vote actually. We can continue playing this, but I'm also aware that a bunch of people missed out on the first 30-ish minutes of the stream where I was walking us through like what I do behind the scenes. So we can go back and do that and talk you through like all the stuff, or we can continue with this. We'll do a vote. We'll do a vote. He says if we can figure out how to do a vote, manage a, there we go, a poll. Yeah, a new poll. What doing next? More Factorio. Behind the scene, the screen. Yes, and we can do. I'll give you guys 10 minutes to kind of respond on that because I know that it takes a while for it to come through sometimes. No additional votes though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys do that. I'm gonna keep playing whilst we do that. Apparently this is already done. So we need to move on to the next thing. This is the crux of Factorio though.
For me yet XD.
No worries. If it's too much info, I can probably break it down as simply as I can. It's more, I think the way that I'll be doing the behind the scenes is like it won't go into like a lot of detail. It will just kind of glaze over it, and not glaze me, just glaze over it. And it might sound like I'm just like trying to big myself up, but I kind of want to reveal this stuff. I think like a lot of my friends want to get into streaming, and it's great. I love that they want to do that, and I'm sure that they already know that there's a lot of work involved in streaming, not just like on the technical side of like actually having like the machine and rig to kind of do it, but also like organization stuff. But there's also like, for me, I do a lot of interactive stuff, and I know that not everybody wants to do that, but like you will have to start thinking about like, well, what things, how do I pull chat into the stream? How do I get them involved? Yeah, I can ask questions, I can run polls, I can do things like that, but there is a limitation to the basics and stuff, whereas like I do a lot more stuff on top of that, and there are tools that help with that, so I kind of want to show like those are the tools that I use. Yeah. And these are tools that other people have developed, and I'm just using them and abusing them. The tool, that is, not the people who made it, because that would be wrong. Don't abuse people. Unless they're politicians. Or lawyers. You should abuse lawyers. No, you shouldn't.
Yes, but personally a little bit later cause brain is not here. XD takes
Absolutely.
4 hours
No.
to wake up.
Absolutely, yeah. Don't vote however you want to. Obviously there will be a VOD, so like, you know, if you want to kind of like do that later. But yeah, we're gonna do Factorio for the time being. Yeah. So the next thing we can actually choose now. This is the thing. We're now in the research tree. And I guess the question is, what do we do next? I think the green one is what we would do at the end of where we want to get to. I think we want to get to. I think we want to do electric mining. Let's do that. And now we have to actually set up an electric network, I think. So this is going to get more exciting. Because we can now build like electronic inserters instead of burner inserters. But this requires electricity. So we have to generate electricity. So you need to start doing this stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to build one of these things too. So more stone is required. I wasn't intending to get stoned on a stream, but apparently that's what we're doing. If you're just joining us today and you're wondering, hey, Jin looks a bit different today, you're right. I'm not wearing makeup at the moment. Yeah, we will be doing makeup later on. There will be a getting ready with me later on. And it will be a getting ready with me, and not a influencer style getting ready with me, where we're doing a fake getting ready with me, and I'm kind of like trying to sell products. I'm not going to try and sell products. I'm not sponsored by anybody yet. If somebody wants to sponsor me, that'd be great. But for now, I'm just me being me. So over here. Hello, spaceship. So we have ourselves one of these. I'm gonna just pop that in here. Maybe this way around. And then we also need a steam engine. That will come up. There it is. This big ass thing. We may have to reconfigure this later on because, like, it's not ideal
This makes
what
me
we've
want
done.
to play Satisfactory.
This is, yeah, Satisfactory came out after Factorio, and it's very like the idea is like basically this probably kickstarted the whole kind of factory building games. This one's great though. This one's great. Yeah, so we're now going to have to get coal into this to heat up the water that's been pumped out, and then we've got to set up an electricity network with this. Do. I'm looking at the vote and I'm thinking like, hey, that's very split. Come on. What are we doing next? We need to somehow get the coal up there, so what we need, I think, is, yeah, let's do it this way. We're gonna put a box here. Put this into there. So we're now filling this box with coal. We're gonna have to build a lot of these transport belts. So let's get cracking, right? What do I need for that? I just need the metal plates. Thankfully, we have 100 of them. Over 100 of them. Let's do it. You can see my kind of craft enthusiast down there. Thankfully, it's not too long to make these things, which is good. I'm going to need some more of these to make another burner, though, I think. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to need another one as well. Probably best to take it from there. Oops. That's not what I want to do. I want this one to come out there, so I'm pulling like 2 lanes of this stuff out, and then one of them, oops, I need to kind of like arrange this to make that work. I don't know. I might have to move this around a little bit. Give us some coal though. It's not very efficient, but we can make it work. No, that's not gonna work. There might be a better way of doing this. Let's reconfigure. I got this. I know what I'm doing. I know what I do need to do. I know what I need to do. Okay, hold on. So we put this box here. Get that one out. Put this one there so that they're pulling into that. This goes out that way, and it goes out that way as well. That gives us this. That goes there. We need to put some coal in this, otherwise it's not going to run. That's what we want to do. And then with these conveyor belts, we are going to do long track up. Past this, we're going to need more, which is understandable. Understandable. Should be working. He says. But listen. Couple of those. I think I've missed out like the one space, which is why it's not travelling with all the coal up. There we go, now it is. Yay, coal! Pure, clean, American coal! Or whatever country this is. I don't know where it is. I don't think it's America. Do you get giant bugs in America? That's more of an Australian thing, right? War is required. Thankfully, every time you make one, it kind of like turns into two, so it's not so bad. Could be a lot worse. Let's run on the conveyor belt because then move a bit faster. Still not going to be quite enough though, is it? Like, if I was really clever about this, I would actually make more of these first to make better iron production kind of system. But what I want to do is actually get the electricity system running so that we can kind of electrify everything. I'm really going to have to rip everything up otherwise. Oops. Too early for that. Oh, not quite enough. Almost. Wait, what's here? Do actually need to put an inserter here as well. Okay, so the yeah, it's a completely split poll apparently. So yeah, okay. What I'll say is we'll continue with Factorio. That's deciding kind of veto, I guess, for me. And then maybe we'll do the behind the scenes stuff with other things later on. Maybe that's a good idea. I'm not sure how far we'll play Factorio. We're just going to play it for a bit, and it'll be a nice, relaxing kind of game. I won't get too stressed about stuff. And if we die, we die. For the purposes of push-ups, what I probably should do is I am going to be turning them off. We're not going to be doing push-ups from this stream because like this is supposed to be a low kind of like taxing stream for me. Yeah. So I'm saying that no more push-ups. No push-ups. Yeah, we can pause that. Other things can be done though. That's fine. I don't mind those. Yeah. Because we could do a thing here where we just restrict it. We only want like one slot to be filled. I don't want it to like just continually fill because otherwise this will never kind of like get fuel to do things. It won't get fuel for a long time because it's just going to build up a backlog of coal here first. I'm going to put the lab down. It's not going to do anything, but we're going to put a lab down. This is the thing that we're trying to make, is like the automation science pack. I forgot to do the thing that we were waiting on. Whoops. My bad. Oh, I thought I said start a new thing, but apparently I didn't, so let's start that research. It won't do anything because I'm not researching, but like, you know, still got to do it, right? Yeah. There we go. And then we can make more of these. I think that should be more than enough. Run up there. There. Good stuff. feels like a milestone when it's this stuff happens, right? Right. There we go. It's doing a thing. What we could have done, you know what? Because, should have probably brought the lab over with me. Let's grab that lab. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Put this here. Can we connect it directly? I don't think we can. Okay. What we might need is this then. I made an electric pole. There we go. They're connected up. What we need now is to actually power this thing on. So I guess we put like this. Only module can be a certain slot. Oh no, you've got to put the red science packs in. So I need to make the science pack first. Right, there we go. So I make that. At the moment, I have to handcraft this stuff because I don't think I have any kind of like. Yeah, I don't have any of the like the manufacturing plant thingies, which allow me to like automate the making of things.
Bobbot said, "Hey Gideon, I think you should take a moment to relax.
There we go. Put that
Consider
in.
taking a break."
Kind of crazy. I think put that last one in, and then that should be enough to like get the research done. There we go. Doing its thing, and we can see it's like working its way through there. So it'll only take a few seconds to get through that. Yeah. Happy days. Oh. Look at stuff, just making sure that I haven't missed anything important. Yeah, so funny story. Well, sad story, but funny because like misfortune is funny sometimes, right? Earlier this week, I lost my bank cards. I left my wallet behind in a taxi. I needed to get a taxi for whatever reason. Yeah, it was a problem and a pain and a butt. I got really hurt over it. But like, yeah. So it means that for today, I don't have any bank cards on me. I can't buy anything for myself. I was thinking like, hey, I might treat myself to a birthday lunch later on. We'll do a, eat with me kind of thing. But I can't do that. So that's a bit of a problem. But you know what my mum gave me over the weekend? She gave me a food parcel. So we will eat something from there. My mum's cooking. And I'll share that. We'll do like I'll have to move away from the computer and we'll sit at a table and you can have an IRL stream where we share lunch together, which will be around about 12 for me, so in about an hour's time. So if you want to do that with me, if you want to eat food alongside me, then yeah, make sure you eat about that time. Yeah, we're just spending the day together, folks. It's going to be fine.
Oops said, Awies, I'm sorry you lost your credit cards.
I did, yeah. So like all the cards were cancelled. So I did that pretty sharpish. It's fine. The issue I had was like actually getting home was like because I had got a taxi to get where I needed to go, and then I couldn't get home without borrowing like cash from people. So I will have to pay people back, but like, yeah, it's fine. People are wonderful when you know, when sometimes I always kind of like, I don't know what it is. I kind of underestimate how wonderful people can be. I try to do my best, but I don't expect anybody else to do their best. So, but yeah, they were really helpful. So I don't want to name names because like, you know, they might not be here. They don't have control over like what they say and do. But like, yeah, if they know who they are, they know who they are, right? And
Makes
thank
me
you.
happy to hear you got help.
I
Love.
did, yeah, I did. Yeah, it was okay. Right. This is doing its thing. Wait, apparently I need more. Oh, I need a lot more, apparently. Nobody told me that. I'm going to need a lot more copper and stuff, so let's do that. I thought that was enough. Clearly not. We run out of fuel that side as well, so that's a problem. Need this as well, right? So I put 10 in and I got to 40%. So maybe 100 is what's required? That seems like a lot to make by hand, but like that's what we're doing. Maybe I need to re-investigate what we're doing here. Maybe I should have made this one first. How much does this actually require? Oh, 25. Okay, so maybe not quite as much as I thought. Okay. We did that. That'll be 15. 25, so we can cancel these ones. Yeah. That's okay. It's not so bad. But yeah, we'll do the automation one next. Actually, we may as well like do those as well. That's in. Yeah, the automation might be the best thing to do at the moment. Because then we can just like generate science packs without having to think about it. I don't like that they call them science packs because, like, look, they're red potions. Red potions. We like potions. I mean, I appreciate that they are supposed to look like, you know, like the flasks that you get in the lab. But yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Put all of those in. Working its way through it. This is pretty inefficient, honestly, what we're doing, but like it does the job, so that's the main thing. It's working away. I just love the animation on this stuff. I mean, like, I know that as you zoom in, it starts to become a bit pixelated, but like, it's still pretty amazing, like how well animated this stuff is. It makes me happy. Like, even on the conveyor belt, right? Yes, they could have just animated like the top layer, but no, they animated the gears underneath it and everything. Because like, I know most people will play like out here, so you don't see it, but it's still what? It's so well done. Ugh. How are you doing? You're going to run out of fuel in a moment. Then where will we be? It's a good thing I have fuel on me, so I can just stick some in. So it's not so bad. Right. Automation is what we actually need, though, so we do that. Or we should have done it based on the fact that we needed only 10 there. This only needs 10 as well, so we can actually have some defenses. The lamp is just decorative. That's also for defensive purposes. That's also, these are all just 10. This one is 20 though, so that one we'll do later on. Same with the radar. Repair pack is 25. Fast inserter is 30. And steel processing is 50. So that's like the next tier of stuff. And then at this, when you need the steel, I think, to make the science ones. Yeah. So I think that's the order that we should do things in. Looking okay still. Yeah. Not too dicey on terms of, like, you know, pollution spread. I'm not sure. I can't tell now whether that looks like it was water. You know what? If you go through the water, does it get actually polluted? Or, like, so you can see that some of these trees are dying now. Oh, I've gone too far. It's just the trees. Okay, it's just the tree kind of patch. The interesting thing about this game is, like in real life, flora, trees, bushes and stuff absorb some of the pollution. So if you look at the shape of this, right, what should happen is that the general shape of this kind of pollution zone should be kind of smaller wherever the trees are.
Bagio said, I love bush eyes.
Who doesn't love bush, right? I also like it when there's no bush. So, you know, and everything in between.
I'm happy that you're happy, bro.
Yeah.
True, true. Just love the clam.
Oh, don't we all? Yeah. And for clam havers, you should love your clam too. You know, it's you shouldn't be afraid of your own body, right? Learn to love it. Not that you do, not that you hate it, but, you know. And maybe if you have gender dysphoria,
Yes.
maybe, you know, like I accept and understand, and, you know, it's a terrible thing. We try and be understanding, yeah. I think it's going to get a bit philosophical, I think. There are things where, like, I don't understand. I just don't understand, like, what the person is going through. I don't. Like, and it's because I just don't have that, and I haven't had that experience, or that happened to me. So I don't understand what they're going through. I can imagine, and I can try and understand, but really all I can offer is sympathy. I can't share in, like, pain and misery. But if you want to talk to me about it, I'm all ears. I'm there for people to lean on. Just don't knock me over. It's the thing, right? Okay. I think... What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing next. I wanted to set up an electrical kind of thing. So what we'll do is we're going to build a load of these small poles. I'm going to need more trees. But this is the only issue, is that the electrical poles require you to cut down trees. which have been kind of defending us. Well, we're going to do it because we have to. Maybe we shouldn't do it in our backyard. Maybe we should do it somewhere else. Maybe we should cut down on neighbors' trees. Yeah. Don't seek planning permission. You know, just cut them down. What are they going to do? Put the tree back up? No. Tree is dead now. They're going to sue you? Huh. With what? I'd like to see them try. Look, I even got rid of the dead tree for them. Losing the plot slightly, I think. Now we can make 77 things. Maybe not all of that, but like, you know, a fair bit. A fair bit would be good. That was too much. I didn't want to do that. I want to do that, kind of, maybe. I just want to get our copper production back up. So next, what I want to do is... So this is going to be interesting. I want to make these. So I no longer have to produce coal to kind of like feed into this. Because then the coal can just go straight into there, kind of thing. But we all have to build an electrical kind of like chain network to make this work. So put that there. Then with all these poles, we're gonna just like get together. Zoom out a bit so I can kind of figure out where I've got to go. Okay. I'm heading to there. Probably the best way is just going in a straight line. There we go. All done. Whilst we're here, we can put like all this into the lab. This is going to be constantly running now because it's going to be pumping out all the coal from that electrical drill we've made. Okay, you can see where the electrical drill has started working because you can see like the extra coal coming out on the other side. Probably have a look and see. Wow. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. This is a good way of saying. So we can get graphs in this game. If you like your graphs, this is the game for graphs, right? Yeah, it just shows us like how much stuff is like coming in. So even with like full kind of like stuff, it won't like at the moment like the drill and the lab running. We are still producing more electricity than that requires. So we could probably put another electrical thing in and see how well that works. Coal there, but that's okay because what we can do is rely on this instead. Take these ones out. I'm gonna make another one of these, right? At 2 of them, 3 of them. Let's go. The factory must grow. Automation has been finished, right? We can make our next thing now. I would say
Grow big air.
yeah. Is it a man thing to want to grow bigger? I think like even ladies want to grow bigger at times. Yeah. Yeah. Different reasons. Let's get gun turret though, because we might need that soon. We'll pull some of this stuff up because we're going to have to
Dump trucks.
I try not to sexualize everybody, but you know, it's like I do accept that, like, you know, we all like a bit of our cheesecake, right? That's where I want to put that, and then let's go here. And all of them. Oh, no, not that one. Then all of them are working away. We just need to check on thing. It's all being consumed, and it's producing more than enough, right?
I love to face dive into cheesecake.
The pun is real. Funnily enough, even though it's producing more, it doesn't like animate faster or anything. So there is that. Keeping one on time because I know that if I ignore the time, I will not eat, and I gotta make sure that I eat. This game is quite kind of like an investiture in like brain power, and my brain goes like, let's build more. Let's build more. Let's build more. It'll be fine. Let's build more. And then suddenly it's 6 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to eat. So yeah, when it comes to the lunch kind of like eating thing, what I'll have to do, because I'll be moving away from the computer, is I'll have to turn off the stream and start the stream on my phone, which will be like a thing that I've not done before, so you'll have to bear with me. And once I'm on the phone, I will have a lot less kind of like stuff available to me, but there will be a phone and it will work, right? And I won't have to wear these. But yeah, so like just bearing aware that will be a thing that we will be stopping the stream and starting it up again with the phone. When that happens, you may need to refresh the screen in order to like get in there. I will try and let people like have like a few minutes to kind of like join before I like do stuff excitingly or whatever. Okay. So yeah, I'm not a great Factorio player, I have to say. I don't know any of like the ratios of like recipes and stuff. I am just building and hoping for the best. So we have a new thing now. We have these things. The assembling machines. This is important, folks. I can't stress how important this is. It's a big one. I'll just pop this here because you need electricity for these things. Let's see how this works. So I can't remember like what it can make. Okay, so any 2 ingredient things it can do, right? So that's what it can do for us. We need now to kind of like rebuild our entire factory around the fact that this exists. Everything is now about like filling this to its capacity and doing the things that we want to do with it. So I'm gonna make some more steam engines because we might need more power. This might be a thing now, yeah. Apparently we can also make long-handed inserters. I didn't know that was a thing that we have access to, but now we can do that, which is helpful. Yeah, so I think you can do like 3 to 1 boiler. How do I drop stuff? No, I don't want to. I don't want to drop things. Hold up. Settings, controls, hold on. Pick up items with F. F to pick up items? That's unheard of. It's just that there was some iron there, and I just wanted to clean up the conveyor belt. So, as much as this is useful, we're going to move that out of the way. Just pop it down over here. Yeah, so this is where we may have to like readjust stuff a little bit to make it work a bit better. Because we don't have like the space right now to do this. I think this thing. Okay. I'm going to shut down the engine for a moment.
Oops said, I have an appointment for the next hour but I'm lurking on PC.
Fair enough, yeah. Please do. Please, yeah, don't miss your appointment, you know. This is a whole day thing, so obviously I've made my day free. You are not expected to make your day free. This is, it's great that you joined me, even for 5 minutes. That's appreciated and loved. So, you know, I have realized that I've made a huge error today. I had intended to do like a discount kind of gift subs today so that, you know, people want to do that, then they can celebrate as well. But I forgot. I'm bad about that. I'll put it on for the evening stream perhaps. Let's do that. Gotta remember these things. Okay, so what I want to do, I think, is do a pipe thing. Maybe not just one pipe thing though. Maybe a couple. Maybe that gonna work? No, I want it that way.
Teabag.io said, I like to lay pipe.
Yeah, you do. Oh, the puns are they just write themselves. Train. Well, not train, but the steam engine. Okay, and then we change this up so that all of these produce electricity. There. There, that works. Okay. And then we need to just adjust this slightly so that it can kind of do its thing. So what I'll do is I'm going to use a burner for this rather than a electrical inserter. There. Get these back. Move this up. Should do it, and then we should have electricity once more. Yeah, that should work. This will be like our electricity factory, and then it's easily expandable because we can kind of keep moving to the right, that same pattern. And when it comes to the coal line, we can use like some kind of splitter or something to make it work, or underground piping to make it work. I want to keep the spaceship for as long as I can. I don't want to remove it. Sound of factory working. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the consumption of stuff. It's not, yeah, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Next step. We need to like up our steel production, don't we? Do we have splitters? I don't think we have splitters. Not yet. I don't know when you get splitters. Is there a thing somewhere? Yeah. No. Wait, searching. I can search for a splitter, can't I? Why should not call that transport? Maybe because I don't have access to it yet, it doesn't show up. Oh well. There is like a thing where you can split. There's like a splitter kind of belt where it takes a single lane of belt and then splits it into two, so that you can kind of like route them like separately and divide up your output. But never mind. What we want to do though is I think we're going to have to use like an electrical one of these to make this fast enough. But I want to peel off some of this coal, use specifically because of the oops, did I not do that fast enough? Oh, that's why it's there. Yeah, so it'll now peel off some coal from there. So what we want to do now is make some more of these electrical ones. It says, where is it? There. I'm going to need more of stuff. I don't have enough coal. Iron plates now. That's okay. We will be making some. Put this here. And we want that to go into a furnace. And we want that to also want to power this as much as we can, right? So it's there. That made and just put that over there. Now we're producing our own How do I clear it? Ugh. Sometimes the controls are not obvious. Crafting, inventory, pick up, quick part. Okay, hang on. It doesn't say how to clear it. It says like how you can swap between them, but that's not really what I want. I want to be able to clear it. Oh, wait. That's how you do it. Middle button. Okay. Never used the middle button for many games, you know? It's, more intuitive to me, but there we go. Yeah. And then I want to, like, just use this to... Oh, hang on. Right, yeah. And then I want to put the a box there so it can kind of, like, fill it up. There we go. Good stuff. Right. So these have kind of shut down because it's like there's no space for them, but that's okay. That's kind of like, that's what we want, really. Take all that. And what we want is to automate the production of cogs and then red flasks, because red flasks require you to make cogs first. I'm already getting hungry, I have to say. You know what? Yeah, I might take a break from this because my brain is starting to go, oh my god, there's so much to do. But yeah, this was fun. It was a little bit of like just chilling out and doing the thing. Making jokes. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna exit this. What we'll do is we'll just chat for a bit, and then I'm gonna try and make sure that we that I have lunch at lunchtime and not before, because otherwise I'll be hungry before dinner. Yeah, we can just chat. But first, I'm gonna get myself a drink. Because there's nobody else around, I feel like we can just do this, right? We don't even need to have like an AFK thing. I'll be right back kind of thing, but like, you know, but like not like crazy kind of like like we're at AFK and do a thing. What we're gonna do? Is it time? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I was gonna do it behind the scenes. Like, I don't know whether I've ever shown like where I'm working, but like I work with a green screen, as you can see. We can actually show. Maybe we can show like how this works in terms of like the green screen and what's actually going on. If I can remember how I do it though, that's the thing. Remembering how I do this stuff is the hardest bit. So I think it's in my camera set. Yeah, maybe. There. So maybe it's in. Ah, so if I turn this off, you can now see this is my home. You can see like what it's like. It's not great. I have to say, I admit that it's not great. Interesting. Hang on a moment. Oh, so like if I took, yeah, okay, but now you can actually see like the colors in the headset. So yeah, that's what it's like. It's a bit, from the looks of it, it's actually like a bit of a fisheye lens kind of thing going on there. And you can see there's a bunch of wires over here. And then there's like blankets and stuff because, like, you know, for me, I don't consider myself, I don't think I'm neurodivergent, but like I do like having a blanket or two like sometimes. So yeah, generally I get away with not having to use them on stream because like I guess I'm amped up from the stream. You can see there's like a couch over there. Please don't judge my home too harshly. We've had children, right? So like the carpet is very stained with stuff over the years. We need to replace it at some point. She's still not at the point where we can safely repair. Well, my daughter, when I say she, we can't safely replace it right yet because like she's still prone to errors, you know, mishaps and stuff. I say that, but then like I'm kind of considering like I'm also prone to mishaps and stuff. So yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, we got like all sorts of stuff happening here.
Haha, mine's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Cow pole stains. 6 stains that didn't come out.
Oh
We
gosh,
have
yeah.
dogs too.
There's oh gosh, yeah. If you have dogs, it can get even worse. I don't know about cowbell stains, but I know that there have been like like even from from when she was from a baby, there are milk stains that I think we never managed to clear that get removed completely. They're just like there is just like this odd ghost of a stain.
Lol.
Yeah, and like considering like how many years it's been over 5 years. Yeah, it's like you just can't get it out. And then there's some stuff where I'm like, something must have got stuck like from like the bottom of like I don't know, like some kind of like an adhesive or something, and it's just attracted dirt, and you can't remove it because like whatever sticky thing is there is so strong that it still like attracts more dirt. It's like. I don't know.
L9.
Having my own place is like stressful. I'll tell you, it's a thing. But other things that we have that are fun. I have quite a lot of board games, right? So we were playing this thing at previously. I'm just gonna pull this up. Can you see that? Formula D. So that's fun. I think we have quite a lot of. I have a pretty. It's not a huge collection of board games, but it's a collection of board games, so I have quite a lot. I was big into them like when I was growing up, but I think we ended up playing a game called Hero Quest often, and it's like for those who don't know it, it's like a precursor to like D&D. It was made by MB Games, which I think got taken over by Hasbro and stuff. So like the D&D company, and it was produced in conjunction with Games Workshop. So if you know like the Warhammer kind of universe, it kind of ties into a lot of their fantasy kind of like stuff as well. If you'll have to look up the TV advert for it because it is the most 80s TV advert for a board game I've ever come across. There's nothing. Yeah, it is out there. But it's a really fun game. Very simple, and it was marketed for like kids like 8 up, I think, or maybe 10 up. I can't remember. But yeah, it's really good fun, really simple to play. I'm really into fantasy stuff, so like when it comes to my genre of choice, that's where I go. It's like if it has witchcraft, if it has like swords, and
Me too.
yeah, it's great. The thing, with Hero Quest, and I think like there is like I think Hasbro has produced like a yeah, in fact I know they have. They've produced like a re-released it in a newer version with less of the Games Workshop stuff because licenses are expensive. But yeah, it's quality stuff. It's a game that very much encourages imagination. One of you ends up being what's called in the game is called like the evil wizard player. But effectively you're the games master, and then everybody else is playing as a team. The party, right? They are the hero and party that's working their way through whatever map you have. The game very much thrives on imagination, though. Yeah, you have to roll and move to like do stuff, and then there's combat with dice as well. There are cards to show like spells and equipment and things. But if your player turns around to you and say, well, I want to pick up the chair and throw it at that person, you as the game master can decide.
Looks cool.
Yeah, that can be doing. Yeah, it's really, yeah, and the thing is like because the game encourages that, it's like it never outright says just make it up. but there's a lot of hints within the booklet to say, like, if your players want to do something, you can decide whether they can do it. And when you decide, right, say that they have to do a roll, right? It's very, so that's very D&D. It's like, you know, if you want to swing from the chandelier across the room, there's like a DC check in D&D, if you know the parlance of that, where like you have to roll your dice and normally a d20 and then add like a score to it. This is much more similar. There's no set of dice. They're all d6s, and there's some special combat dice. You can probably proxy a six-sided dice for it, but yeah, it's very much more simpler, and you can decide, well, okay, if you roll this, then that'll be fine. If you roll on the combat dice, if you can make it like more can throw them off in terms of like the probability, kind of like maths and stuff. If the kids are young enough, and say like, well, if you roll a skull on the combat dice, then you take like a point of damage. So skulls are like a 50-50 chance. You can do that. If you pick up a book from like, because there's several kind of like furniture pieces that you get with the game, and some of them are bookcases, and you can say, well, can I read a book from the bookcase? And it's like, yeah, you can. Oh, hey, look, you learned to spell. You know, you can just make that up. Why not? Like, it's your game at the end of the day, right? You can, and because they're miniatures, it's very much like, if you want to get your kids into like miniature painting, yeah, it's great for that. One of the best things about the newer version, from what I saw of it, is that the old version, all the hero characters were male. Right, there was no debate about that, and I think like that's very much what they were marketing at. They were marketing it for boys, because this is a boys' game with like the elves and the dwarves and the orcs. Yeah, it's a boys' game. These days, though, that doesn't fly. You can get, and like, I think, you know, girls are into fantasy too. There's no doubt about it. Like my you know, I've had girlfriends that were into fantasy. I've met friends that are into fantasy too, and like, you know, it's okay. I'm sorry, I realize like I'm still on Factorio in terms of the stream, but I'm going to edit this to just be just chatting now, because it's not fair to put that down, right? Chatting. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, it's a bit weird otherwise. Yeah. So the newer version allows you to have like different genders for a lot of the heroes, and I think they have added additional heroes on top of it. Yes, they have. Because I have the rogue. I built the rogue one, and that was an interesting thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fun game. Yeah, and if you're into like the role playing kind of board games like D&D, Pathfinder, anything like that, World of Darkness, any of those kind of like RPG games, like this is a good way to lead them into that. And I think there's a lot of, one of the things that I've sorry, we're gonna go on a further tangent and we're gonna come back, right? So one of the things that I know as you know, not the mother, right, of a child, not the mother, because like I want to stress that, because like you're not the person who carried the child, or you're not the person who like was pregnant with it. It's quite hard to bond with a child. If you don't have that, like that instant, instant kind of like, you know, pheromone, hormonal kind of like sharing of stuff. You don't have that. You just don't. You can, and I know that like it's, I don't know, it's weird to like talk about it, because it's like, how hard is it? It's like, maybe not everybody finds it hard. Maybe some people do, and maybe it just comes naturally, and some of it might come naturally as a dad or a father, or whatever. Maybe you're not a father, maybe you're another mother, you know. It's but it doesn't always, and I think like games help with that. And I know it's an activity, but like, if you're doing mechanical games like Snakes and Ladders, that's not so great, right? Because like, you're teaching more than anything else. But when you do like a role-playing game, and you're activating like imagination and asking people to come up with stuff and like how they feel and how they respond, you start to get an emotional bond more. I think like that's where I came from came from it. And I didn't do that deliberately on that basis that that's what happens, but like that's what I found was happening with my child when I play these kind of games. It's like, yeah, it works. We have a load of other mechanical games. We have like, you know, Labyrinth, we have Ticket to Ride, we have Small World, Formula D. You know, these are very mechanical games where you're trying to get them to like teach from a parent point of view. You're kind of trying to teach them like how to think in terms of maths or English or whatever, right? But RPG games allow you to like build emotional bonds, which are great, you know. My daughter was like, we got to like the evil kind of like character at the end of one map, and she was trying to talk him down, you know. And I remember like as a kid, like I didn't try and talk him down. I was just like, yeah, I did kill this thing. But like no, it was nice to see like, oh, actually she's going to explore like other options. Yeah, that's good. That gives me hope, right? Because like she's doing the thing that like, you know, you don't just judge, right? You can probably do things. But she still ended up having to kill the guy because like, you know, he was an evil wizard, right? But it was the thing, definitely. Okay, it is coming up to 12, so I'm gonna like grab some food, and I'm gonna switch off this stream, and move to my phone to do this. You'll get to see more of that behind me when I do, and we can eat together if you're fancying it, and if you're not fancying it, that's fine. You know, I definitely need to recharge my water though because I don't have enough. And yes, I'm using a month for water. I know. Yeah. Okay, so I will be right back. Don't go nowhere.